Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kristen and today we're getting started on a huge Ikea hack transformation. We are transforming my old Ikea Kallax unit into a beautiful fluted sideboard for this front entryway. I like how much storage space there is in it, but I really don't like the way it looks. I'm going after this whole look here. If you were to shop these pieces, they cost thousands of dollars, so this is going to be an affordable way of getting the look for less. If you were to buy an Ikea Kallax unit, they are $70, so they're pretty affordable for a big storage piece. But I actually got this completely free. It was left behind at an old apartment we had, so I just took it with me and I've been using it in every space ever since. Next, I'm gonna be doing a full makeover on this front entryway. So after we tackle the Ikea Kallax unit, we can transform the entire space. But I know a ton of you guys have the Kallax unit as well, and you might be interested in transforming yours too. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm Kristen, interior designer and home decor expert. I'm sharing all of my designer tips and tricks with you to help transform your house into the home of your dreams through DIY projects, affordable home decor, styling tips, and home organization. If I can do it, you can too. Let's make our homes look and feel their best. So I really want to minimize the busyness of this unit. I want to create full solid looking doors going all the way down here so I can have them open just like a cabinet. I found the easiest way of doing that was just starting with the Ikea Kallax door. This actually comes as like a little cubby box. Definitely a lot easier than buying wood for the outdoor piece, getting hinges, fitting that in properly. I knew just going with this box, it would fit in these slots perfectly. This door solved one problem. It fits this way, but I wanted a full-size door. So I'm gonna be putting all the cubby doors in, but actually finishing the outside using these half round molding pieces. So from the front, these molding pieces are gonna kind of look like a full-size door because they're gonna lay right over top of the individual doors and kind of hide that gap. So that's kind of where I went with this. I thought it was gonna be the easiest doable way of covering the entire front of this unit and making it just a lot easier just to install doors that are kind of already fit to size. So I just moved the unit out to the garage. I actually put it up on just some little weights so that I can paint the bottom without hitting the floor. I put a little drop cloth down just from the dollar store and I'm getting ready to start priming. So I'm just using this little roller. I'm gonna be going around all of the edges. I'm not gonna worry about the inside. I'm just focusing on all the outside pieces and the top and the sides. If you are painting IKEA furniture, you should definitely use this primer. It's the Zinsser Bullseye 123 primer and it adheres to pretty much any surface without sanding. So it's perfect for all of the IKEA furniture that's pretty shiny and smooth. I'm also priming the door fronts and edges. I'm just lifting them up off the floor using plastic cups, but if you have risers, you can definitely use those. I realized after I didn't really need to prime and paint the front of the doors since we're covering them anyways, but I did it just in case there was anything that ever showed through. This primer only takes 30 minutes to dry, so it's a really quick process. So for the paint color, I'm just going to be using Almond Wisp by Behr, and I got a sample size. These are just $5 to pick up, so very affordable. I think it should cover everything I need. It's a nice kind of beigey taupe light color, and I think it's going to look really nice. All the sample sizes actually come in a satin finish, which I was looking for anyway, so I think that's going to work out well. So to make sure I don't have any streaks or brush marks, I'm using a small foam roller to do all of the painting. That way it goes on very smooth and looks super even. Okay, so I would actually suggest getting a little bit more paint than I did. I'm gonna have to go and get a little bit more. That was enough to do 2 coats on the top, sides, fronts, and just 1 coat on the doors. For now, I'm gonna start getting the cubby inserts in so we can get the doors on and start building from there. So this little Kallax door system is pretty cool. You can just insert this little cubby and it has the exact spots to put the screws for the hinges. This side just holds it all in. One thing to note is they actually say to use this little spacer that would actually slide this insert back a bit, and that would make sure that the door is kind of set into the cube. I want the door to be on the outside so I can connect the entire panel without a gap. So I'm actually just gonna slide it right to the outside edge here and install it there. So this is what the Kallax unit looks like with all 8 doors installed. I think it's just a little too many squares for my liking, so I'm actually going to attach half-round molding pieces to connect the top door like this to the bottom door, and that way it's going to fill that gap in between and give the look of one long solid door. I picked up 20 of these half-round molding pieces from the hardware store. They originally were about 10 feet long, so I cut them down to be 27 inches using my miter box. This is such an easy tool to use with a simple saw. You can cut 90-degree angles, 45-degree angles without using any power saws. If you are new to using tools, you can definitely use this. It's about $15 from the hardware store, so it's very affordable, and it makes it a lot easier to make simple cuts. See how the edges are pretty rough? I'm just gonna use this 120 grit sanding block just to get all of the edges really smooth. I'm attaching all of these molding pieces using my cordless nail gun. I ended up using 18 pieces across, so if you get the same molding, you can count on 18 per door. It totally softens everything now that we have all these rounded edges. Once it's painted, it's gonna look so good. Now to give this a very smooth finish look, I'm going to be filling all of these nail holes using wood filler. You can just put a tiny amount on, smooth it out with your finger, sand it down, and then it's ready for painting. Again, I'm using the same Zinsser primer to go right over top of the wood. That way I don't have to sand it down, and it will really create a nice surface to paint over. So I tried to get most of these seams really tight together, but some of them are showing bigger gaps like this. So I'm just gonna use some all-purpose paintable caulking to really just smooth out that seam. All right, I got the little quart of paint from Home Depot. It's the same color as what we initially painted it, but it's actually in a flat finish. The guy working in the paint section said, since you're doing a top coat, you might as well just do a flat paint. It adheres better, and it's actually cheaper. Now, because this is going to be in the entryway and it's going to be used a lot, I'm using the Varathane triple thick polyurethane to go right over top. This is going to protect the unit from getting chipped and marked up. I'm putting it on using my foam brushes. These are just so that you don't get any brush marks and you get a nice smooth finish. This stuff is pretty drippy, so if you see little drip marks like that, make sure you smooth them out because they will dry like that. I'm doing about 2 coats, and this is in a satin finish. So I think if you're doing this, you could definitely just stop here. You don't need to add hardware, you don't really need to add feet, but I do want to elevate it a little bit and bring the height up. So I ordered these legs off of Amazon. They came in a pack of 4, and I like that they have that nice curve to the front of them, so it really kind of softens everything, but the contrast is going to look really beautiful. Okay, I just realized that the bottom of this unit isn't really completely flat. This kind of comes out a little bit more, so I can't really attach the leg right to the edge. So maybe I'll have to just slide it into here, and the legs won't be right at the end, but they're still gonna be like lined up with the doors. All right, and the last thing we're gonna do is install the hardware. Again, this is optional. You can pick whatever style hardware you want. I got these off of Amazon. They came in a pack of 4. I'm gonna attach these on the 3rd dowel in, and then the other one here so that we get a double door effect. Okay, all the finishing touches are in, and I can't wait to show you guys what this looks like. We've totally transformed this Ikea Kallax unit from a plain white, boxy, very standard Ikea piece to a custom, beautiful sideboard for my entryway. I am in love with the way it turned out, the color, the shape, everything. It's totally what I was going for. So let's bring it inside and I'll show you guys what it looks like in the entryway now. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the new and improved Kallax unit. I absolutely love it. I love that it hides all of the shoes. It's something pretty to look at right when you walk in, and I can't wait to integrate it into the design of the entryway space. So next up, we're gonna be doing an entryway makeover, and it's really all gonna come to life. If you enjoyed watching, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and hit that like button, and make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss those upcoming videos. Click that red subscribe button down below and make sure you guys have my notifications turned all the way on so you're first to see the next video. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!